Alright guys, so we're gonna try full self-driving around dusk and into the dark. Navigate it to a location and it's gonna be about 20 minutes of driving. Let's see how well it does. So far, so good. Slowing down because this guy wants to turn. He's doing a U-turn. Trying to figure what's going on. Slowing down, but it's still moving. Good job. I gotta make a left turn here. Sees the oncoming traffic, but we have the right of way. Still moving. When we get to the stop sign, it's a 4-lane road, so we have to cross at least 2 lanes of traffic, get into the suicide lane, and then get over to our lane. So that should be an interesting turn. So I would think left turns are probably one of the more challenging turns. Alright, so there's traffic coming around. Bunch of cars coming. Sees an opening. Just gotta watch out for traffic on that side as well. And then we're off. Okay, it doesn't spend time in the suicide lane. Goes straight into the regular lanes. Gets up to the speed limit and then just goes. We'll keep recording the whole time, but I will probably edit out the boring parts where it's just on a straight road, and we'll continue from there. What you guys done in the back? Said that, didn't it? You have to keep your hand on the wheel or some force so he knows that you're still awake. And normally I would be easing off the throttle at this point, but it's got it under control. So far, full self driving is doing a pretty good job of keeping us in the lane. Interesting of its lane choices because it picked the fast lane on a city street. It's not really a fast lane, but it didn't move over to the right for some reason. It stayed in this lane, which not a big deal. And keeping us going at the speed selected. And not a lot of traffic today, so no issues going down the road. Pretty good visualization of what's going on, all the traffic lights, cars next to us. It's in standard acceleration, so it's a little brisk. So I could put it in chill mode to make it a little bit smoother, but not a big deal for me. Nice straight road for about another mile or so, then we get onto the highway. To be in the right lane at some point in time. Oh, okay. Speed limit. Wondering when I was going to move over. Then we're going to merge onto the highway pretty soon. That shouldn't be too technical. When it starts to pick up to 55 miles per hour. Once we get out of here, 55, and this is a little tricky because the 2 lanes that go south and then 2 lanes that go east. So we should be in the 2 lanes that go east that way. tells you what it's doing. It says choosing the left or up to stay on route, which is correct. Get in the leftmost lane because we would make a left turn exit, so it's preparing, which is good, pretty good. Auto high beams kicked in when you're in full self driving and autopilot. Here it's straight on highway. Keep up with the flow of traffic. A few little micro movements of the steering wheel as it keeps us in lane. Why it's changing lanes to stay out of the rightmost lane. I'm not sure why, because the rightmost lane still gets in. Sometimes it's merging traffic, so I don't know if it's trying to avoid something. So far, pretty good. Very, very, very close to a human driver. Except for being in the middle lane here, I'm not sure why. Otherwise, I normally would have been in the right lane, slower. Are doing a pretty good job. Standing lane, no sudden movements. I wonder if it'll try to get back in the right lane at some point in time. I'm going to ask it to go in the right lane. So I'm going to indicate right and have it move over. Okay. Pretty good. Still staying full self-driving. Let the faster traffic go by. far quite an uneventful trip. Everything's going smoothly. 4 more miles to go, 6 minutes. And pretty good, especially in the low light conditions we have right now, because it's sort of not fully night, not fully daylight, sort of dusk time. It's a lot harder to distinguish features sometimes, and cameras are doing a pretty good job of seeing what's around them and following commands. Here we have cars that merge into this lane from the right side. But we need to be in the right lane to exit. See what it does. Start to slow down for the turn, which is good. Just merge, changing lanes to follow routes. So I guess I can use a turn signal to cancel a change if I didn't want it to happen. But so far I'm pretty good with what it's doing. I went back to the speed limit. I think you can go in and set the delta from the standard speed limit if you want to. I'll go 5 over so I can keep up with traffic and not keep other cars coming behind me. Exiting soon. This road here. And we have to make a left turn at a light. Filming some of the potholes over here. It's looking not so nice. We need to be in the left lane. It's in the wrong lane here. Yep. So we sort of crossed 2 lanes, but there's a traffic light. So that's probably the only blemish I see where it could have done a better job staying in the outer lane. Right turn right here. Hit all the potholes. Make a right turn up here again. Road makes a little jog. Okay, it followed it perfectly. Go up the hill. Right. Seems as though in full self-driving it tends to use the physical brakes more than the regen. Maybe because it has a little bit more control as to what it's going to do and how much braking force it's going to be applied. So that's just an interesting note. All right. One more minute to our destination. Doing a pretty good job. Is that a Kia K5? Looks like. Yeah. And it has to make a left turn coming up shortly. I think left turns are probably the most challenging. So far, it's doing a pretty good job. We're at our destination. And it's actually pulling in for me. Nice. Well, thank you, Full Self Drive-In. It's been a pleasure taking me to my destination. So we're going to try the Autopark feature. See how well that works. Not quite lined up perfectly. Okay, and it's going to straighten itself out. Autopark in progress. Alright. Ooh. Okay, you gonna stop?
I think you're good.
Oh, that is darn close. Okay. I stopped that one.
Yeah, you're good.
That was a little too close.
It's a little.
Well, guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. Full Self Driving did a pretty good job of navigating without any disengagements and getting us to our destination in one piece. It did a good job of navigating at night and making the turns, although maybe not like how I would have driven it, but it got us there in one piece, and good job. Autopark, on the other hand, that needs a little bit of work. It found the spot, it backed into the spot, but then it didn't seem like it wanted to stop, and we're going to hit the bollard, I think, so I hit the brakes. So maybe the sensors weren't quite calibrated correctly, I don't know. But that one, I think, I would not hold my breath on for now. But Full Self Driving, on the other hand, pretty good. Good job. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.